how'd you feel about the way you guys performed tonight?
I felt good. I mean, I thought our start was great. We tried to simplify in terms of the coaching before the game because, you get 10 days off and execution and details and purpose, and that's a lot. So we tried to focus on our energy and our intensity, two things that we thought we could control, and I thought our start was really good. I liked that. And I like the fact that, Chris Nell did what Chris Nell does when he's on top of his game. He made big saves. I don't think he had a bunch of work, but the opportunities they had, whether it be the power play, the way that comes to mind, I thought he made some big saves in the second period there to keep it a 2-goal lead. So I like those two areas for sure.
My phone's telling me you're talking now. Unfortunately.
Just your thoughts on playing here. This is kind of a tradition that you guys have now, coming here to downtown Toledo and playing at the Huntington Center. Just overall thoughts on that?
Well, we hope it's a tradition. I mean, it started with the outdoor game, and then it goes to last year with Western Michigan here. And I believe that our relationship at BGSU and the hockey program with the Walleye and the Mud Hens and just the Toledo sports fan in general is important. And the fact that they'll have us up here, I think it adds to the energy of the event. I know we'd like to have more fans and all that kind of stuff, but I think if it can be a tradition or something we do every couple of years anyway, we value them allowing us to be part of this. And like I say, that relationship, a lot of our players, some of our players have ended up playing for the Walleyes, so there's a relationship there. So I think it's nothing but positive, and hopefully it's something that can continue.
And Brett, what's the value of getting a win today and getting the second half off after a good start?
It's huge. After that first half of the season wasn't what we wanted, but starting the second half off good, it's going to build a lot of momentum.
What's kind of the mood of the team coming back from break? Feeling kind of like a fresh start?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. We knew that wasn't us in the first half. Some of it was the good play, but that bad play, that's not us, and we're ready to bring our good play the second half.
Did you feel comfortable after having the time off that you guys were ready to go tonight from the go?
Yeah, I think a lot of the guys were feeling good. We came back, we got a couple good skates in, a few good lifts with Kenny, and then really got our legs going again and translated the ice.
Chris, what's Matt Polkamp's injury?
It's lower body injury, Kevin, that happened in practice the first day back, and hopefully it's something that giving him to yesterday, today, and through the weekend off, that he goes back to preparation mode on Monday. I haven't gotten an update in the last 48 hours, but I know he's been doing lots of therapy on it, and we're not going to rush him. This can't be something that he struggles with the whole second half of the year. It just can't. So if he has to, take another couple games off to make sure he's right, we'll do that. But my initial thought, or my thought sitting here right now, is that he should be back in the conversation for next week. So we'll see how that goes.
Anything else?
Brett, what do you guys miss when Matt's not in the lineup?
Well, he's a power play presence on that first unit, and he's a senior leader. He does a lot of little things that go unnoticed with his play and in the locker room, so those types of things are missing when he's not in there.
Chris, what do you miss about Chris when he's...
About Matt?
Or Matt, I'm sorry.
When Matt's right, I miss his work ethic and his second and third effort, and from a coaching standpoint, that's the leadership that I think Brett's talking about. Matt's one of those guys that does it by example, and I'm not undervaluing that. We've got guys that will stand up and say something, and what comes to mind, like the way Matt Polkamp played Saturday night at Fairbanks, is if we could bottle that, and I mean that was Matt Polkamp at his best, and his second effort was outstanding. He was not going to be denied. He ended up scoring a goal, and I think it was just the Matt that we've grown accustomed to. And he's a guy that can go out there and change the momentum of a game in one shift, whether it's midway through the game, beginning of the game, end of the game. With his effort, he's capable of being physical. He's capable of creating offense. So I think there's layers of what we miss when he's not in there. But I thought our guys did a nice job tonight picking up the slack with him not playing.
Any other questions?
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Chris, how'd you see the game?
Wait, no.
I'm sorry.
Chris or
Yeah.
Brett?
Yeah. Chris, how do you see the game from your point of view?
I thought we did a really good job defending. I think through the neutral zone and just in zone too. I thought we did a really good job of keeping them to the outside, and we got a good forecheck going. We got the zone with possession, and I thought we just played an overall good game.
The tougher one, you're not facing as many shots, though. You know, some guys would prefer to have more pucks on you, but it seemed like you were all right. Stayed focused throughout.
Yeah, I mean it's always a little tougher to find a way to stay engaged throughout a game where you're not getting as many shots. But no, I felt really comfortable tonight, and again, it helps when the shots are coming from the outside too.
What does the career shutout record mean to you, having it all to yourself?
It's really humbling. I think there's a lot of good goalies on that list that came before me, and it's really humbling. And obviously, I couldn't do it without the guys in front of me.
Brett, how do you feel about your own game, where it's at right now?
I think there's room for improvement, obviously, all the time, but tonight was a success for me and the team, and as of late I've been struggling a little bit, but hopefully I can keep this going.
What does it mean to get a goal and an assist tonight and kind of get started on from an individual standpoint?
No, it's big. It's always nice, and you feel good when you score a goal and get points. It gets your momentum going and gives you confidence, so you can make those little plays all the time, and I'm going to keep translating that to the rest of the season.
Anything else?
Chris, did you feel any ill effects from the long layoff, or were you like everybody else ready to go? You had some good practices and were ready to go?
I think if you're more rejuvenated, you're ready to play a game. I think that long break, it's really nice to kind of just take a break in the season, but then once you get back and have some tough practices right away, 2-a-day, then Monday, and different things like that, you're ready to get back and play someone in a different jersey. I think it's fun again. Not that it was never not fun, but.
And how about the atmosphere of playing here? I mean, in the rink in Toledo, so close to Bowling Green. Any thoughts on that?
It's cool. It's cool that every year we can get together with the Walleye and kind of put together this Winterfest thing. I think it's really cool for the fans and just the hockey community in this area to just kind of expose us and the Walleye to more markets. I think it's a really cool thing that they do here.